Wait. What are you... Hey folks, this is Best in Slot. Welcome back yet again to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. It turns out I am a Microsoft Flight Sim channel going forward. A lot of you reliably told me in the last video that you can in fact get out of your vehicle, you just need to land it first. So that's problem one. But you can get out of your vehicle, you can explore, we can walk around the island, we can walk around Main Street, we can walk around the visitor center, all that kind of jazz. So that is what we're going to attempt to do today. And I think this is the right way to do it. We're going to go into free flight. And as you can see, I've changed my vehicle. Now, I will have to learn how to fly a helicopter, but at least the helicopter, I think I might be able to land a helicopter. That's the hope. What else we got? Actually, we've got gliders, got a hot air balloon, and a bloody blimp. It seems like a terrible idea. And we've got some really interesting looking stuff here. Oh my god. No, resist. Resist for now. So, we've got that, and what we can also do is switch to our panels. We can go to search location, and we can search nub. Okay, I might, there we go. So if we scroll down, you'll see we've got a few different landing places on Isla Nublar. We've got sort of general ones here, but then we've got some cool ones. We've got the command center from Jurassic World, of course, where Masrani is. We've got the Jurassic Falls, which we didn't see, so we're definitely going to do that. We've got a security complex, and we've got the raptor paddock. Let's go check out the Jurassic Falls. There we go, look at that! Oh, very cool. We've landed in... Oh, hello. We've landed in Jurassic Park on a helicopter. Now, can I just clamber out? Is that a thing? How do I get it out of my vehicle? I've landed. Bear with me, folks. There we go. So LB and B gets us out of the vehicle. So that is our lovely little paddock Luftertrunk helicopter. And as you can see... Oh, got my sprint on. Can I jump? Can I do anything else? No idea. We are now landed in Jurassic Park, so there should be a lovely bespectacled man picking me up in a car right about now, but I've missed out on that, unfortunately. But there we've got the classic falls. Very cool. All looks fantastic, really nice. Let me have a look, the level of detail we've got here. This little bit here, by the way, is really strange in the film. There's a red pipe going through here usually. I've not quite got all the details on this bit, but it's pretty bloody accurate, I would suggest. All in all. I want to go land on Main Street next. Oh, I'm going to have to learn how to fly a helicopter. Right, let's go. Oh, we're cooking. We're cooking. Oh, that feels pretty awesome, actually, to take off from the Jurassic Falls like that. Soaring into the sky above Isla Nublar. That's very cool. How do helicopters work? Oh, no. Okay. Are we cooking? I don't know how to move forward. It's a slight issue I'm having at the moment. I can go side to side. I can't really move in a forward direction. Okay, well, that wasn't going well. So I've gone to the command center, and I've also changed into this weird little vehicle here. In the hopes that... Oh, it's beepy! In the hopes that it's easier to fly. Okay. Okay, we're in. Okay. Oh god, this is more my speed right here, folks. Right, so how do I descend is the question. X. Oh, I'm so good at video games. Right, we're gonna go try to land on... I don't know if I'm allowed to just straight up land on Main Street, but that's kind of my plan right now. I'm gonna try to... Where is Main Street? Okay, right. No, we're not landing on... Although... Thank God there's no guests, though. I would be killing several people any minute now. Easy does it. Easy does it, girl. Easy does it. Easy does it. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, you're a little beauty. I'm going to have to get me one of those. I would die so quickly. Right, so we can now have a proper look around Jurassic Park. What are the visual assists? Oh, right. Right, so yeah, let's go check out the Innovation Center. I'm really curious what level of detail they've done in this. And also this makes me want to get this game, or like actively play this game even more than I already do. So we've got all the signs up here on the left-hand side. We've got some Jurassic Park. So what's this say? Jurassic World Interactive Experience. Such screen to start. That's a dirty, rotten lie right there. So we've got all our very cool posters here. Jurassic World exists to remind us how very small we are. There's our Indominus Rex being teased. There's the Raptor Squad. Mosasaurus. We've got Rexy there. Got the whole gang. I mean, this is clearly pulling from some stuff that maybe isn't quite canon, given we've got the Dominion dinosaurs in the list here, which obviously didn't really exist at this point in time, necessarily. But still pretty cool to have them all here. I wonder if I can change this. So we've got our Apatosaurus. It's pretty cool. It's actually a really nicely done hologram. Can I go inside it? I mean, it is a hologram, I suppose. I wonder if I can do this at all. Can I dabble? I don't think so. Dabbling would have been cool, but... Oh. I can duck, though. We're turning this into a full-on FPS game. It's going to be great. Got a DNA display. No Mr. DNA, unfortunately, unless this has eyes at the top. Oh, no, it goes all the way up, though. That's pretty sweet. This reminds me of like going to like Epcot or the Millennium Center, the Millennium Dome back in 2000. I'm very old. Got a mosquito rendered in amber. Very cool. Some fun facts about amber. And we've got the dino dig site over here on the right hand side. Digging for dinosaurs. Paleontology defines the future. The level of detail is so impressive. They really put the care and attention into this. It's kind of wild. Considering it's flight sim, right? So you would assume the main purpose is flying around. I really didn't expect... I mean, the entire lab is rendered down here as well. So if you hear the dog barking, that dog last night, oh my god. 4 AM. For hours. Oh god, it was crazy. It was crazy. So we've got the egg incubators. Lots of fun lab facts if you're into your lab facts. I can't say the word lab fact. I can't say the word facts. Facts. There has to be like the big gap between the C and the T. Facts. Facts. It's a horrible word. I just want to say facts with an X, you know? How the cool kids say it. Ah, what a beautiful park. Nothing bad could possibly happen here. Nothing bad at all. Now, what view do we get of the T-Rex Kingdom? Can we go inside the log viewing gallery? That is the question. This grass is looking a little bit long here, lads and lasses. I think you might need to keep an eye on that one. I'm not going to lie, folks. I wish I was a little bit faster. This is, I mean, I'm just looking if there's an entrance. I don't think there is, so I've just run around the building pointlessly. It's quite a tedious process sometimes. I mean, very cool. This might be one of the very best ways in all of... I can't believe it's in Microsoft Flight Sim. This might be one of the very best ways to experience Jurassic World as though you're a guest. But I'd like to be a little bit faster. I'm definitely not meant to be over here. I've definitely gone on a little bit of a circuitous route. I'm hoping I can walk through this rock. Oh. Okay. So there we go. Really cool view there of the lagoon viewing gallery. Of course, they would sink down into the water. Oh yeah. Really doing a good job of breaking the game here. I have become Jesus. Right. Next step. Track down the Mosasaurus. In here somewhere. Just pretend I'm... Suspect I'm not meant to be able to do this, but it's a pretty cool view, so... You know, who's complaining, really? Yeah, Mosa. I bet Jesus still never did this. Jesus was too smart to go walk on water that had a Mosasaurus inside of it. There we go! Very cool. Unfortunately, I don't think the water actually has transparency to it. I can't see underneath the water. But, yeah, if in doubt, break the game, folks. Now, what I'm hoping is that if I toggle the EFB... Hello! Yeah! If I toggle the EFB, can I go back to my aircraft automatically? Maybe? No... Well, we're going to restart for fairly obvious reasons. But in the meantime, before we head back to Main Street and have I mean, fantastic, right? Before we head back down there and have another look around, so I try to take a little picky-wicky, as they say, in the clubs, probably. We're going to go check out the command center. I saw this rendered in the trailer and stuff like that. So yeah, this should be an accessible, walkable building, as you can see. There we go. Pretty cool. We've got our map there. There's Nublar on the right, and then there are 5 deaths over there on the left-hand side. So we're down here in Sorna. Well, we will be down there in Sorna, but I don't know if there is anything on any of these dinosaur-wise, but we'll go and have a little poke at all of the 5 deaths today to see if we can find anything else. Got a bunch of computer systems. Big info panel deal. Oh, a little Dilo toy. Hello. Thing of beauty. A Dilo toy. We've got some notes. There's the Ian Malcolm book. God, Christ. Is that the Ian Malcolm book? I think that's Ian Malcolm. Ian Malcolm book. Yeah, very cool. It's just so much easier to control. This is what I should always be using from now on. It's so much easier to control. Alright, wait, no. I shouldn't say these words. Is it Y? Yeah, Y is descend. Is it Y? Is it B? It's B. B lets me descend. And A is... Basically, B pulls back on the throttle, and A... One thing I need to figure out more is how I turn. Oh, I think it's right and left. Yeah, it is. Okay. So, yeah, and we just A, B, left and right trigger. Like, even I can handle that, you know? So let's lower the throttle down, and let's try to land a little bit here. And bring it forward a little bit for a hopefully slower descent. I'll try to land... Well, preferably not in the pool, specifically, so I guess around here, and then down on the throttle, nice and easy. Nice and easy does it. It wasn't perfect, it was a little bit awkward, but you know what? Nobody died. So, here we've got the swimming pools, as mentioned, not actually a pool. It does splash though, but it's actually a very thin layer of glass, seemingly. Yeah, we've got the swimming pool area there, we've got the rope bridge thing we pointed out. Obviously we've seen all this, I just want to get a ground's eye view. It's not a bird's eye view because, you know, I'm not a bird. It's a human eye view? Sloth eye view, I suppose. Pretty cool area. I mean, yeah, really good stuff. Do. Alright, off we go. There is another landing spot over here. This is the security complex over here. I don't think we can get inside this, but I mean, we can land everywhere if we want to, if you think about it, so... With total freedom. We'll just scout this one from the air a little bit. There's a security complex there. Because you read, yeah, there's our helipad. Lovely. Nice close-up view of the hotel complex. We've got the tennis courts and such things. Ooh, up on the throttle there. Thank you. Some swimming pools and such. I guess if you came and stayed here for like a couple of weeks, some people might get bored of the dinosaurs. I can't really speak to that personally because I don't think that would be me. I think I would just go look at the dinosaurs 24/7. But I guess not everyone would be the same. This thing proper shifts, by the way. I'll give it that much. This thing, it moves. Well done, Jetson. Ah, she blows. Can we land on the roof? I'm going to try to land on the road outside. Circling in. Oh, I wish I'd done every video in this. Why can't the guided tour be done in this? Why can't I fly the executive from Costa Rica to Isla Nublar in one of these? I'd be fine. No problems whatsoever. Circling in. We are at 1100 altitude at the moment and dropping at a rate of about 100 per 10 seconds. Don't think these are real things people would say, but that's what I'm saying. Alright, let's just slow that descent down a little bit there. Just a little bit. Smooth as silk, baby. Smooth as silk. Sort of. A little bit wibbly wobbly. Move back to the middle, actually. Okay, other than slightly landing in a tree, this was pretty slick, I would suggest. Let's pull up just a bit there. Oh. Oh. As soon as you get near to the ground, you realise just how quick you're still moving. But hey, the old girl's doing alright. Oh, hang on. Perform a touch-and-go landing at 2 different airports in a single session. Got my first achievement. Weirdly enough, I hadn't racked up many achievements so far in my last play session. Yeah, this you're clearly not really meant to see from the ground. It's not like the other buildings in which you're meant to be down here, you know? But I still think it's a very cool thing that you can do this at all, and I want to get... Did the lighting just change? Yeah, the lighting gets a little bit more dramatic when you go into photo mode, which I really appreciate. Okay, my settings were a little bit on the low side, so I've gone ahead and cranked them up just a little bit to make the building look a little bit better. I think that's definitely a nice improvement there on the texture quality. It's obviously still not really meant to be viewed from the ground, but it's definitely an improvement over what it was. Oh, this is pretty cool, actually. I've seen a lot of people comment that this is probably the very best map of Isla Nublar we've ever had. So when it comes to things like building the map in Jurassic World Evolution and in future games, this is going to be really, really helpful because we've got these really nice locations marked. We've got all the topography, as you can see. We've got the roads laid out. We've got the monorails laid out. Going around the map like this is going to be a fantastic way to see absolutely everything, basically. Really laid out officially and really, really nicely. This is very cool, actually. All right, I'm going to go check out the Indom, which is over here. Boo, 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 boo. I don't think they're going to let me inside, so although we might be able to get access to the viewing area that Masrani and Claire use, so let's go try that out. If that doesn't work, I'm just going to go land inside of it, which seems like a genius idea, quite frankly. Ah, game. Why do you build me up? I'm just trying to get the balance here so I can land in relative safety. Well, I mean, if you ignore that, I'm landing in an Indominus Rex paddock, of course. Screw it. I'm going in. What have I landed on? That doesn't look safe. Indom, buddy, where are you? This doesn't seem safe either. The Indominus Rex paddock, I mean, the T-Rex paddock is tiny, but the Indominus Rex paddock isn't exactly gigantic either for a creature of this size. Neither of them are even slightly ethical, to say the least. Are you really not meant to be moving? I really can't tell if that's on purpose or not. Oh, there she is. She's not a great one to see from any angle, really. She's very much clad in the foliage, as you can see, but there she is. Dun 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 dun. Very cool. Very cool. Right, let's go check out some of the other islands. Actually, before we do that, one little thing. You can set a custom point, so I can just land like this. And land wherever we want. We can land right here with the stegos. Hello? This is really cool. This is actually fantastic. It really is. It's so cool that you can do this. It's so good that... Oh my god, this is not cool though. This is very uncool. Let's not do that again, shall we? This is my guy, by the way. His name is Zach Jones. He's a manly man who flies planes and flies danger. I don't know. Come on. Come on. There you go. Wait. What? Is that my plane? wait. What's my plane? Why is it? What? Why is it gone off on its jollies on its own? I'm so confused. Why that just happened? My plane has done an absolute rudder. Alright, see you later, I guess. Right, well, this is how I get stranded on Isla Nublar, apparently. My plane decides it's not interested, and it just buggers off. My god. I mean, Nublar looks great. That's something, but I can't believe it just did that. It's actually gone. It's full on gone. Oh god, my mouth hurts. Incredible. I must go. My people need me. Right, okay. Very cool. Is this the first game that's ever allowed us to walk around the airstrip from Jurassic Park 3? I think it might. I can't imagine any other game has let us do this. I think that's a really interesting thing that we can do it for the first time in Microsoft Flight Simulator. This DLC is very much worth your time. Am I Cooper? I think I'm Cooper in this situation. That's Cooper. You know, I can't forget that. Alright, well, I'm about to get annihilated by a Spinosaurus, so actually I'm going to try to get back into my little... try to get out of here. We've also got, as we saw last time, we've got the worker village. The motor's not armed. I think there's a button to do this, but I'm not sure what it is. Easy. That. I'm just trying to go forward a little bit, man. It's a little bit. You might suggest it's my fault for doing maximum throttle, but that's silly. Okay, right. I'm gonna disarm the motor this time. Not sure how. Stay. Okay? You stay there. Oh! Oh, they're pretty sweet. I'll throw those on. I know, yeah. I mean, look at the detail. Look at the texture detail. It's crazy. This worker village, and there we go. Very cool. Very, very cool. I am lagging a little bit, as you can tell, but it's because... I mean, my computer's a bit of a beast, and it's still struggling quite a lot with this game. I'm getting fairly frequent little FPS drops here, and I'm not on max settings, I'll tell you that much. But I love that this is here. It's a shame I can't go inside. It's a shame that Sorna in general doesn't quite have the level of detail that Nublar does, but it's still really nicely done. And again, other than that one indie game that someone made in Unity about a decade ago, this is something we've never really been able to do before. This is one of the reasons a lot of us are so excited for Jurassic World Evolution 3. It's because even if they're not provided these things for us, you know, these places, we can just build them ourselves. We can recreate Jurassic Park exactly now. Although size-wise, I don't think that'll quite be the case. Let's take a look at the classic fence here. Big old rusty, and then InGen, we make your future. The irony... Look at that, beautiful. The irony is... not lost on me. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. If you wanted, you just walk around Isla Sorna. It's a shame there's not tons more dinosaurs in a way. That might be really interesting as well. But I would like to see... You know, we spotted the Brachys last time around, but that is basically all we saw in Sorna, other than a few Pteranodons and, well, a Dimorphodon, weirdly enough. I'd love to see if we can find something else. Well, I couldn't really... Oh. Bear with me. I couldn't really find anything else. I didn't know these were on here either. I've been scouring this island for a long time. I'm sure the Spinosaurus is meant to be here, but you know what? I can't for the life of me find it. So if anyone else has found it, I would love to see... Oh, there's a little building over there. I would love to see that footage, or if anyone's got a link to someone finding it, because I have scoured this bloody island, and, you know, they're quite small relative to an island, and Isla Sorna is a gigantic island, so... we do have Apatosauruses, interestingly enough, though. It feels like, to an extent, they've kind of just shoved anything in anything at the end of the day, which, you know, I get that completely, but still pretty cool to see them up close like this. A little bit of height variation in there. Get dwarfed a bit by a dinosaur. I was looking for Brachiosauruses, but I did see those already. Hello. You're large. Congratulations. What's that little building? What are you, little building? Oh. Just a little building. That's what you are. Just a little building. I think it's part of the airstrip. That's over there. Oh, fantastic looking though, isn't it? Yeah, really cool stuff. Okay, so let's go take a little peek at some of the other islands. So we've got Isla Sorna down here, and then the other 5 depths are kind of, there's 2 up to the north and there's 2 up to the south. So this is Isla Muerta, which has quite a different, I don't know if that's just not loaded in, but the color scheme, the foliage coloration is very, very different. Let's land at this airfield here. Zoom. Okay. Now, I don't think there's... Oh my god, that's a... There we go, I was going to say. I hope that's not what it's meant to look like. And away we go. That's what I was built for, folks, this right here. Now, what I am really curious about is, are there other dinosaurs on any of these islands? I'm not going to say that this game is canon or anything like that. I'm not going to suggest that that would have implications for the wider canon or any such nonsense, but it would be an interesting choice, if nothing else. I don't think there's anything in terms of infrastructure or dinosaurs on either of the islands, other than the helipads and stuff like that. Okay, folks, if I was honest with you, my plan was to fly over to the next island, but I do have other things to do with my day and my life, so there you go. There's Isla Muerta. So here we have the more open fields of Isla Matanceros. You might remember as the first level, actually, in the original Jurassic World Evolution. This was the one that kick-started our adventures. And again, I'm not seeing anything other than an airstrip. It would make sense to me as well that, you know, InGen at the time, or whoever would have gone and put down some airfields and like a helipad or 2 across the islands in case they decided that was something they wanted to do in the future, in case they needed a quick escape to somewhere nearby, in case they needed to offload equipment or even some creatures. Obviously it doesn't look like there's anything living on this island other than trees, but actually this would have been a nice opportunity to maybe throw on some natural wildlife. The game has creatures like capybara and stuff like that as part of its animal repertoire, so maybe it would have made sense for the islands to have animals like that on. Basically, you know, they're not the dinosaurs yet, so the natural wildlife is still kind of thriving in the area. Isla Matanceros, and we'll just go check the other side from there. So that is the northwesternly point of the 5 depths, and then you drop down to Muerta, and then Sorna, your big one in the middle, and then over here, this is Tucano. Yeah, this is Isla Tucano. Let's get that all loaded in nicely. It's a shame that clouds exist. You get kind of the shape of Tucano there, this sort of more round, sort of square shape with a little kink here at the bottom. We have a little kink. Pretty sure there's no dinosaurs. They're all much more hilly as well. They're quite hilly, they're quite mountainous compared to some of the wider regions like the likes of Sorna and Matanceros have. And then Peña down here is our teeny tiny one. We'll go land on Peña to finish things off. I think one thing we can do is set a departure, set an arrival, and then maybe set an autopilot. That could be like a fun little thing to show off. Just have the plane soaring over the 5 depths as like a longer video, I guess, automatically, so I don't have to think. Yeah, you can see Peña's quite dry environmentally. It looks drier than the others. It's quite rocky as an environment, and it's tiny, as you can see. It's a really, really small island. You know, you can see basically the entire breadth of it right now. Anyways, hopefully I've showcased a little bit more of the game this time around. We got to go into some of the buildings, see some really cool things. Oh, there's more Peña over there. And got a quick little peek at the 5 depths. So, I can't imagine there's anything left that I desperately need to do. But you know what, maybe I'm wrong. We'll have to wait and see. Either way, thank you very much for joining me throughout this week. I hope you've enjoyed these couple of looks at Flight Simulator, a game that I might dabble with a little bit. We'll return in 6 months and I'll fly the president of Dragovia from Costa Rica to Isla Nublar, and it'll be an expert flight because I've been practicing for half a year. We'll see. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you lovely folks very soon, and have a lovely weekend. Cheers much love as always. Cheers much love as always. Bye bye.